All right, apologize for the extremely low lighting, but as you may notice, we have we're finding the center, and the easiest way to do that without a whole bunch of measurement, actually the vibration is taking me over, and we find our center. That's where our two 90s will go in, but actually they're not going in at a 90. So getting with air velocity, we have a high velocity air going in this direction, and it's going like a river. You don't want to shoot air right down into the stream at 90 degrees. So we're coming off, we're going to come out a very steep angle, like a really steep angle. But at the same time, when you come off, we're going to have high velocity air coming out of here, and it's going to be turbulent, and you have to have a certain head. So the requirements on this one for its diameter and everything like that, and the velocity air without having excessive back air, they what was it, 4 or 5 feet? They wanted 4 feet, 5 feet, I can't remember what, but it's 4 or 5 feet of straight shoot before you're allowed to make your first 45 or 90 or anything. You want to get that laminar flow, and without deadheading coming right into a 90 or an angle. Same goes for furnaces. A lot of guys don't listen to this. They deadhead their furnaces. They have the air going up into this little short, you know, you only got 12 inches up, 18 inches up, and they're deadheading, and it's pushing back, causing a high static and poor airflow. They could have all the greatest duct after that, but if you deadhead right out of a fan motor right into nothingness, you'll have really high static back pressure and very low flow. So we're trying to get our laminar flow first, and without the static, come down at a steep angle and come into our airflow here. We have this, I think my son did all the math on this to figure out the calculations, and we're going to be less than 0.01, a phenomenally really low static duct restriction. I mean, if you look at our filters are 7 feet long, 5 feet wide, 5 inches thick. That's, I calculated to have less than 200 CFM per square foot of filter area. So I have one, no noise, no static, and I could run MERV 16 filters with next to no pressure drop. That's it on this one. And actually the cool thing is the one that's in the center. So if you look at the center one dropping off, it goes right in front of the door. So I placed it right on front of the door, and I have the air coming down, and I have it coming down. It has the, what's that effect? Kalinga effect, collateral effect. It's the effect, the terminology that I cannot pronounce, where when you run air next to a wall or a ceiling, it sticks to it and it runs even farther. And you have to look it up in Wikipedia or Google it, because my pronunciation sucks. But I have that effect going on the wall above the door, and I have the velocity air coming in. I'm making an air curtain with the cool or heated air in front of the door, so when the door is opened, dust doesn't get sucked into the room. Or kind of, the room's going to be slightly positive, but there's going to be an air curtain preventing dust from going in or out of the room. So basically a wall of air is going to be the first line of defense of debris getting inside of the room. It's a really cool effect when you do it. You got to see it. Maybe I could demo it with a piece of paper later on. All right guys, see you later on.